Mattel captain Jason Cunliffe is sounding off. After making international sports headlines for threatening a Team Mattel strike in response to the Guam Football Association's decision to pull the plug on the team's further participation in the AFC Asian Cup UAE 2019 qualifiers, Cunliffe expressed his disappointment with the GFA in an exclusive KUAM Sports interview. The Guam men's national team had qualified to play in March after competing in the EAFF E1 Football Championship in November in Hong Kong. But GFA President Richard Lai said it costs over $1 million to send the Mattel contingent to the high-caliber tournament. In a major paradigm shift, Lai and the GFA instead opted to invest more money into soccer youth development on the island and play for the long-term goal. Feeling like Mattel's FIFA ranking of 182nd in the world warranted a new approach to the association's game plan. The news came as a shock and surprise to Cunliffe, who says Lai had led the team to believe it was full steam ahead for Mattel, telling them to be ready for 2017.
Richard looked us all in the eye and said, we're using this to prepare for March Asian Cup qualifiers, and we're going to have a camp in January, February. So there was no indication whatsoever, just as recently as November, that there were any issues. So for sure, we were absolutely devastated when we heard the news.
And just how did Cunliffe hear the news? Not from Lai or the GFA, he says. In fact, Cunliffe says he heard the news on the news.
We represent the island. You represent the island. You know, we're the GFA national team. And for you not to communicate to us a decision as grave as that, you know, for me, it's hard to swallow.
What does Cunliffe, a product of the GFA youth system, think of the GFA refocusing its efforts to grow the sport on Guam? He says it comes down to the kids wanting to win.
The way I did it was I touched the ball every single day, you know, not at the field, at my parents' house because I wanted to, I had the desire. But at the end of the day, if they don't have the technical ability or the drive to put in the work like I did as a kid, it doesn't matter what GFA does.
IIAG Boys High School Basketball, St. John's Gym Knights hosting the Islanders. Takumi Simon getting the floater in the lane to fall for the home team. Alshea Grape with the holy crossover behind the back dribble. Step back, no shot. Passes the ball to Jonah Hahn baseline for the easy two off the backboard. Simon kicking it out to Michael Mann, looking for the open man. Decides to pull up and hits the three-pointer from up top. Swish a sweet. All net. Jonah Hahn missing here, follows his shot, gets the rebound but misses again. Dean Jesus, basics, box out, gets the putback to drop for two. Knights working the ball around the perimeter, eventually getting it to Simon, who shows his range, quick catch and shoot for three. Tress! Riddell Galang displaying his movement, gets to the basket, puts up the tough reverse, high off the glass for the nice finish. Knights holding it down at home. 56-53 for the dub. Michael Min with the drive to the rim right before the quarter came to an end. The Nojima Stella Kanagawa Sagamihara, whoa, say that 5 times fast, Pro Soccer Club taking part in a friendly match against a team made up of the Bud Light Women's Soccer League All-Stars. The Japan club recently crowned champs of the Plinus Nadeshiko League Division II last year and promoted to play in the Plinus Nadeshiko League Division I, which is the highest Japan pro league for women. At least one of the players on the roster has been called up to the Japanese women's national team. The squad on island for a short training camp at the GFA National Training Center and pulled off the lopsided victory. 5 gymnasts from Guam competing in the Aloha Gym Fest held in Kailua, Hawaii. Maria Calvo Jr., A, level 4, second all-around with a score of 36.625. Tara Ferguson, Junior, B, level 4, second all-around with 35.65. Isabella Kebro, Child A Division, level 7, second all-around with a 36.875. And Cadence Montgomery, former Athlete of the Week, B, level 8, seventh all-around with 34.675. Patriots taking on the Steelers in the AFC Championship game. New England going up 10-0 after Tom Brady hits Chris Hogan for the 16-yard touchdown. D'Angelo Williams puts Pittsburgh on the board from 5 yards out here. Williams, 14 carries for 34 yards, filling in for Le'Veon Bell, who went out with a groin injury. Ouch. How about that flea flicker? Brady and the Pats, Deion Lewis flipping the ball back to Brady. Tommy Boy going deep to Chris Hogan for 34 yards and the TD. Hogan, hero, 9 receptions, 180 yards, 2 TDs. Patriots Day. Picking up the big win, 36-17. Brady, 32 of 42, 384 yards. That's a franchise record. And 3 touchdowns. Patriots will face the Atlanta Falcons, so the squeaky clean Pats versus the Dirty Birds in this year's Super Bowl as the Falcons took it to the Packers today, 44-21.